not only, Aries, did I run out of room in my phone, so I had to do my secret restarting my phone to get more space thing, I also ran out of a little bit of battery. So, right before I got cut off, I had the third position in my hand with the two different decks, and I had the worry card, which is the Five of Pentacles, which was ironically also the bottom of the deck in the Illuminati tarot that you had. So you have double messages here. All right, so under this, with the other deck, you had the Hanged Man. All right, so I want to let you see what this looks like progressionally with the one deck and the other deck. I feel like you're like teetering on a choice, but you're stuck in a negative space right now. You're stuck in a lot of emotion and anxiety. It's like love and financials, anxiety, and you're mushing everything together or something. And you need to make a choice because you have like your ultimate happiness waiting for you if you'd make a choice one direction. And it's like you're being stagnant, or being stagnant is your choice, because not doing anything is also a choice. If you're not going to do anything, that's your choice. So whatever is going to happen as repercussions from that choice is still going to happen. So it's almost like you not making that choice is you, not intentionally, but maybe unintentionally, intentionally making yourself in a place of worry. You know, worry, what's next to worry about? What's next to worry about? What's next to worry about? What if my shoes fall off in the cold? What if we get there and there's nobody home? What if, and worry. And you have this heartache or this thing around you that's this heavy burden on your heart. And I mean, you have two characters here. You have the Hanged Man. My battery just went low again. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm going to say that it is a choice or something that needs to move forward from not moving between a character who has the qualities of the Queen of Pentacles, male or female, and either she was on the fence, was forced in a position to be the Hanged Man because of the Hanged Man, or you are the Hanged Man. You're choosing. This is self-sacrifice. This can be a good position. If you had your world one way and something came and freaked you out and showed you something different, all of a sudden your world is going to look upside down. You need to take a moment to look at it another direction, to work things out, so that when you turn yourself back around, you understand. It's like a self-pause. But you don't want to get stuck in that pause too long, because now that pause is just a choice to hang on your head for too long. Then the blood starts to drip to your head, and you start to lose consciousness a little, and you start to make bad decisions. And you've just been hanging on your head for too long. So eventually you need to come off of the Hanged Man position. Now when you see him like this, you see this 4. That's stability. That's being grounded. That's when you have both feet on your ground. Now when you see the Emperor card, he is sitting in the position with this 4. He doesn't have to be on his tippy toes anymore. He is now taken that solid position of decision making. So you see the 4 there. All right. So let me let you see what these 3 cards look like in this deck. All right. So this is the Two of Swords. She's blinded. Or she's not blinded. She's blindfolded. Well, in this one, she just doesn't have a face. So she's faceless. And she has two swords in her hand. She has two different directions she could go. She's trying to be at peace in the middle, taking that moment to breathe, to know what the best decision is when she can't see what she's doing. All right? In the middle is this. You're thinking about all the things that have come and stabbed you, people that have wronged you, people you trusted that turned out to be people you couldn't trust, situations you didn't choose to get into that you wanted, situations you would have preferred not to be in that you were in, and thinking about that and, you know, really being in that position where you're feeling the hurt of your heart. It's not the best position to be in, but it looks like you're at least in the position where you're aware of this and you're feeling it, which is where you can move on from it. So maybe this Three of Swords, you know, this here, look at this one is sort of much more mental. This one's a little more gruesome. It's beautiful and gruesome, but it's gruesome. It looks like a real heart, you know, it's just bleeding. It's bleeding down the swords. It's bleeding down these thoughts, these mental stabs. You know, words can be much more painful than a physical wound. I think most people that feel this would rather just have had that knife slash them in the heart than to sit there and feeling it. So it's a lesson in life, and it's a point where you grow from. So sometimes this is a heartache that comes from a love triangle. So maybe you're hanging because you were in something before you didn't want to be in. Maybe that was with the Queen of Pentacles, or maybe you wanted to be with the Queen of Pentacles, or you would want to be like, you know, more grounded in your relationships like the Queen of Pentacles would be. And somewhere along the line you did or did not take something. You went the wrong direction. Someone else came along and yanked your heart, and now you wish you went another way. Three Swords. So it's possible that there's three hearts hurting in this situation. Maybe that's why you're hanging. And you're worried. So you have the worry card here, the worry card here. Both of these, this one has the church inside. This one's like a Eastern temple. And they both have warmth inside. You just need to knock on the door and go in. You don't need to choose to be sitting out in the cold. You know, inside is a place where you are always welcome. You just have to stand up, walk up the stairs, knock on the door, and ask if you can go in. Let your worries behind you. Understand that where you've been has made you understand where you now don't want to go. So if it's warmer up there, don't go back out in the cold anymore. All right, so let me let you see what these three look like together. So in the middle you have heartache. I mean, this doesn't even have to be three people. This could be like a person, and somebody choosing a job. Somebody choosing something else of importance other than the balance of the relationship. Right? Because where'd it go? There needs to be this, the choice. Either the Queen of Pentacles needs to choose, or she has, or the Hangman needs to choose, or he's going to have too much blood going to his head. And if it's time to make a choice, make the choice. It looks like one direction you're going to be left out in the cold, and the other direction is your wish. if you feel like you're the one that's blinded, take one step towards whatever you need to do that makes you feel that excited. Today, one thing, color in a coloring book. Call somebody that makes you laugh. Go to a movie. Run around the block. Go buy a toy in the store that you never thought you would buy and play with it. Do something crazy. Do something that makes you feel excited. One thing to up your frequency and move you towards, maybe you just need to do something happy instead of sitting in your own misery and wallowing about something. Start to do the things that make you happy, and you'll get more endorphins and happy energy that'll help you make better choices to make another step in a happier direction. Happiness is on its way. That's your yes card. That's your wish. What are you waiting for, Aries? Come on, you're an Aries. You're supposed to be the one to jump in first. So say thank you for the heartache you had to make you stronger. Say thank you and move along, you know? I'm going to pull... Oh, I almost had to sneeze. Okay. One card from an animal oracle card for Aries. Clarification for Aries. Clarification for Aries. You have the elk. To stand tall and maintain your dignity, no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. So this is your advice from Spirit. You need to stand tall for what you believe in. Hold that grace, that dignity that you have. I mean, Aries, you're the ram. You got those awesome horns. Show that off. You know, be the first in there. Do it. Be your headstrong, awesome self that you are. You're not the pity party one. You're the jumper. You're the magnificent steed in the forest. Stand tall. Others will treat... Yeah, what are you worried about others for? You're magnificent. So if any of this heartache, worry, sorrow, teetering on your decision, feeling blinded by something, what is why are you stuck in this heartache? You don't have to be, because I mean, just do what you love. People love you for who you are. Aries are always awesome. They're fun to be around. They've got a great, positive, vibrant energy and that youthful-like way of looking at things. And it's attracting. So own that about yourself. Own that Aries can usually accomplish anything they put their heart into. Sometimes they mess up, and that's okay. Mess up and move along your way. You know, at least you were the first to mess up. Now you know, and now you won't. So stop worrying about, you have the, underneath this is just the Hierophant and the Strength. I'm just kind of like looking at what's sticking up. And then I spoke about the Emperor, right? So you need to work and look at how he's sitting with the 4. I mean, he has his awesome skater pants on in this one. But you need to be a little more like that, stable with yourself and your decisions and who you are, so you can sit down and own that shit. Don't worry about what other people think. If that is anything that has to do with the heartache or your decision making or sitting out, like if you're sitting out in the cold because this dude told you to, don't listen to that dude. Go inside first, and if you have to go inside, make a cup of coffee, sit down, have it, and then bring him out a cup of coffee so he understands it's all okay. Then be the first to go inside and knock on the door. Stop listening to people that don't know what they're talking about. Misery loves company. Make your life happy. Move towards your happiness. Your abundance, Aries, own it. Love you. Talk to you soon.